So if a plugin is digital and the hardware that it's modeled after is digital, that must mean that they are going to sound identical, right? Let's find out. In today's plugin versus hardware video, we will be comparing our Lexicon 480L hardware unit against the 480L plugin by Universal Audio. The Lexicon 480L is a reverb processor that very often finds its way into my recordings or my mixes, whether it is the plugin in the box or it is the actual hardware unit I've got right in front of me. This is the very first reverb plugin I pull up when I need some sparkly verb. The L in Lexicon 480L stands for the lark right in front of me. That means there is a hardware unit that I've got all the way in the back with all the connections, and then there's the actual remote control built into the SSL over here. And even though this might be my favorite reverb unit and I really love this piece of gear, I have to come clean and tell you that I rarely use the hardware, and I much more often use the actual plugin because it's easier. I'm sorry, I'm lazy. And the main reason for me not using the hardware so often is because I've got a rule in my mixing template, and that is that I do not want any hardware on auxiliaries, because using hardware gear on my auxiliaries would mean that recalling my mixes would become a total nightmare. But that doesn't mean that I'm not still curious to see if the sound quality of the actual hardware unit might be worth the extra work and headache. On the hardware unit, there's a bunch of knobs and faders. You've got 6 faders over here with 6 knobs underneath where you can set the RTM time, the shape, you can set the spread. Let's be honest, you don't want me to explain anything about this, you just want to skip ahead to the actual comparison. So let's get to it. This plugin versus hardware comparison will be a blind test, so make sure you're watching till the end of the video to see the results on which is the plugin and which is the hardware. The file I want to start out with are the drums of a track I recently mixed called Physical by BSMNTPRTY and Julia Ross. If you want to see how I mix this song, head over to my exclusive content series through the link down below in the description, and there you will find the mix breakdown of Physical as well as many other tracks. The next files that I've got for you are the vocals of the track I Got Out by an artist called Elle, Hollis. So let's dive right into that. When dialing in a vocal reverb, I really like to go for the first bank, which is the halls, and then go to program number 2, which is a large hall plus stage. Then you can use the first slider, the RTM slider, to dial in the length of the reverb. And on slider 2 and 3, you've got shape and spread. And shape and spread I really like to use to really blend my vocal into the mix. If you then hit the page button, you can go to the first slider and there is the bass multiply. And I really like lighter reverb, so I take the bass multiply down to about 0.6 instead of the 1.2 that is default with this large hall plus stage setting.
Ooh, and I was too nice to say all or nothing. Bet you were glad to see me done talking. You can't keep everything that's avoided. No, no. Ooh, and I was too nice to say all or nothing. Bet you were glad to see me done talking. You can't keep everything that's avoided. No, no.
Another track that I've recently mixed is the track Steady Ease by an artist called Koba, and this track was produced by Ginton. So let's grab those lead vocals and run it through the Lexicon. Oh, and that exclusive content series I was talking about earlier, I recently uploaded the mix breakdown to this track as well. So if you want to see how I mix this track, head over to the exclusive content series page through the link in the description. See you there.
Said already been there down that road. Did you notice? A couple laps to take, you can owe this. On a 9 to 5 to control this now. Said already been there down that road. Said already been there down that road. Did you notice? A couple laps to take, you can owe this. On a 9 to 5 to control this now. Said already been there down that road.
As requested by many of you, I am putting the results right here in the video. So if I can get a drum roll, please. On A, we've got the plugin. And on B, we've got the hardware. Let me know in the comments what you thought the plugin and the hardware was and if you had it right. And also let me know what you think the differences are between the plugin and the hardware, and if I should be using the hardware on my mixes more often or not. I hope you enjoyed this comparison. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and you're more than welcome to leave a comment. If you're not a member of my Discord server yet, please follow the link in the description to head over there, because we're geeking out about everything audio. You really don't want to miss out. And that is it for me. I'll see you on the next one. Later!